Well, we've all been told that healthy eating ultimately lies in a balanced diet of fruits and veggies.
But a new federal food guide is turning that advice on its head. Western Mass News is getting answers on the new recommendations and how to navigate the world of processed foods.
Earlier this year, the Trump administration reset the U.S. food policy, promising to put real food at the center of health. This comes as the nation grapples with alarming rates of obesity and diabetes. This new food guide emphasizes high-quality protein and healthy fats, while avoiding ultra-processed foods. It's visualized by an inverted food pyramid, placing protein, dairy, and healthy fats at the widest part. This suggests they should make up the largest portion of your diet. Whole grains are now at the narrowest part, indicating a reduced focus. However, experts recommend that no more than 10% of your daily calorie intake should come from saturated fats. Nicole Frank Massler is a registered dietitian and owner of Pyramid Nutrition Services in West Springfield. She works closely with her clients to translate food and nutrition science into real-life healthy practices. She tells Western Mass News that this new food guide makes it a little trickier for her to translate food portions to her clients and leaves some dietitians uneasy.
The new pyramid is really promoting real food. So putting the steak and the whole chicken with skin on, the stick of butter, the whole milk at the middle and top corner of the pyramid has some of us dietitians concerned, because I think it sends a message of whole fat foods being better for us.
For the first time, the governmental dietary guidelines calls out the dangers of certain highly processed foods. But according to Frank Massler, not all processed foods are harmful.
The word processed doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for us. Foods can be minimally processed, and I think it's important to identify that first. So foods that are minimally processed may have ingredients added like minerals or vitamins. Say a can of beans, maybe packaged bread, something like non-fat yogurt is all processed, but foods that are good for us. So ultra-processed takes it a step further, where then they're adding salt, sugar, added fats, preservatives, food ingredients that aren't good for us, especially in high quantities.
According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, it's ultra-processed foods like chicken nuggets, hot dogs, potato chips, and canned soups that make up 50% of Americans' caloric intake. However, she says a solution to healthier eating is simpler than you would think. Frank Massler suggests avoiding additives like high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, MSG, sodium nitrate, and sodium nitrite.
While the changes may seem daunting, Frank Massler says empowering yourself with knowledge about what's in your food is the first step toward an overall healthier lifestyle.